Dear students, in this lecture we are going to study magnetic field due to straight current carrying wire. Okay, by using Biot-Savart law we can find magnetic field due to the straight current carrying wire. Okay, so let us take this is our current carrying wire of length capital L. Now we are going to find out the magnetic field at a point P, which is at a distance, perpendicular distance d from the point O on the wire. Okay, so now to calculate the magnetic field at this point, we have to consider one small element, right? So our according to Biot-Savart law, the formula dB bar is equal to, or dB is equal to mu naught by 4 pi ideal sin theta by r square. So here dl, that small element is dy here. Okay, on this current carrying wire, we are considering a small element that is dy, which is at a distance r from the point, and this distance is making an angle theta with the element dy, and this this element is at a distance y from the point O. Okay, so now we are calculating first dB, and we are going to integrate that magnetic field between the limits from minus beta to alpha. Minus beta means here the angle, this downward, this angle is like anti-clockwise direction, and our alpha is clockwise direction. Okay, so as this angle is anti-clockwise direction, we can take minus beta. So minus beta to alpha, so that we will get total magnetic field at this point due to this entire wire of length capital. Okay, so here at this point, you know the magnetic field direction into the plane. The current is flowing upward in the current carrying wire. Then the magnetic field into the plane at this point. Okay, so right, first I'll write now that small magnetic field due to small element. So magnetic field from Biot-Savart law. Magnetic field due to small element, current element. Dy is, that is dB. Let us take dB is equal to mu naught by 4 pi into I into dl. dl means here dy, small length dy sin theta. So it is making an angle theta only, by r square, the distance also r square. Okay, now we have to write in terms of d. Okay, phi. So you can write tan phi. Tan phi is equal to, here phi is the angle made by the point, made by the distance with perpendicular distance. Okay, phi. So tan phi is equal to opposite side by adjacent side, that is y by d. Y by d. So from here I will write y is equal to d tan phi, and differentiate this one, dy is equal to d into secant square phi, equation 1. And secant phi, from this diagram we can write secant phi is equal to hypotenuse by adjacent side, that is r by d. So here r is equal to d secant phi. So equation 2. So substitute equation 1 and equation 2 in main equation. dB is equal to mu naught by 4 pi into I dy sin theta by r square. So instead of dy you can substitute d secant square phi, instead of r d secant phi. Okay, so therefore dB is equal to mu naught by 4 pi I dy. dy means d secant square phi sin theta. Sin theta means sin theta is equal to opposite side. Sin theta is nothing but sin 90 minus phi, right? Here theta is equal to 90 minus phi. Why? Because this is 90, then this is phi, this is theta. So the sum of angles, these angles of theta and phi is 90 degrees. Then theta is equal to 90 minus phi. So instead of theta, if I substitute 90 minus phi, sin 90 minus phi, cos phi. So here I am writing cos phi divided by r square. R square means d square secant square phi. D square secant square phi. Secant square phi. Okay. Okay. Sorry, here dy is equal to d secant square phi d phi. Secant square phi d phi. So here I'll substitute dy instead of dy, d secant square phi d phi. So d secant square phi d phi. Secant sin theta can be written as cos phi. Sine 90 minus phi, instead of theta 90 minus phi. So sine 90 minus phi cos phi by r square. R square means d square secant square phi. So secant square phi gets cancelled. So 1d gets cancelled. So remaining equation I'll write here, dB is equal to mu naught by 4 pi I cos phi d phi by d. Now we have to integrate this equation from 0 to b, and the right hand side from beta to minus beta to alpha. Minus beta to alpha. Here the angle is changing from minus beta to alpha. Right? Now if you integrate, you will get the formula b is equal to mu naught by 4 pi I by d. Cos phi is equal to sin phi. Sin phi, first substitute upper limit. Sin alpha minus of minus sin beta. So sin plus sin beta. So sin alpha plus sin beta. Okay, so this is the formula, final formula which we got, which is used to find the magnetic field due to a straight current carrying wire. Okay, so here alpha and beta are the angles made by the point with perpendicular distance. Okay, perpendicular distance. Right, if these angles are with the wire, for example, let us take this is alpha 1, this is beta 1, and this is alpha 1. This is beta 1, this is alpha 1. Then we can write this equation as b is equal to mu naught by 4 pi into I by d sine, here alpha can be written as, here alpha means 90 minus beta 1, so that is cos. So cos alpha 1 plus cos beta 1, cos beta 1. Why? Because from this right angle triangle, this beta 90 beta 1, the total angle beta 1, the beta plus beta 1 is 90. So beta 1 is equal to 90 minus beta. So sin 90 minus beta cos beta. So like this you can write this equation. So this is very important equation which we can use in so many applications. Okay, thank you.